Slayer Infinity Castle. Phil, me and you posted our straight up theater reactions. By the way, you guys are blowing up, so thank you so much for watching it. You know, we're at what, like 200 views
Thank
right
you.
now?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Something like that, yeah. Thank you guys so much for giving it the attention. Now we're going to give this movie even more attention, because we're going to talk probably for a certain amount of time. Who knows how long.
Probably.
We're going to talk for a good amount of time about Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Part 1. Phil! What did you think of this movie?
All right. This was a very well animated and very well written anime. Like this, the stories that they show you in this movie and the stories that unfold within the Infinity Castle were nuts. Were very like personal. Were very like hit you at some like where you didn't expect to get hit type of moments. And especially in that first fight that happens, that was my
no
gosh.
spoilers. And we'll get into spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers. Yeah, I'm just saying, but it was very well done. Very well done. The artwork was what took me out the most because I didn't notice this until watching season 4 because it carried on to this movie. In that last episode, have you finished season 4?
Yeah, I've watched all of Demon Slayer. I'm fully caught up.
Okay, remember in that last episode where the house goes boom? Or the complex goes boom?
Yeah.
I never noticed how like real everything looked, especially the trees.
Yeah,
and the
they use
going
heavy CGI. Their CGI department is insane.
That was unbelievable. So the fact they continued that into Infinity Castle, where there were so many times they would hit some like wooden pillar or mess up the floor, it actually looked like real wooden chunks going up.
Yeah.
With the mix of them fighting, and it was just so awesome to see, so beautiful to see. Also, I was like, wow. I only had problems with the pacing of the story, in my opinion, because I know everybody was saying before, and everybody was grilling this one guy. Because this one guy was saying on, I believe it was Reddit or Twitter, like, don't go watch it. It's too much, like, flashbacks, too much everything. And I was like, well, I mean, if it's a couple, I mean, it's not too bad. But I was really feeling how long the flashbacks were. And it kind of took me out of the moment when certain fights were going on. Because it would pause in that moment and then go to a flashback and then return and then go back to another flashback and then return. And it was throwing me off, which is why, personally, I gave this movie a 7 out of 10.
Why? Whoa! Oh my gosh, it bugs you that much.
It was taking me out too many times, and I think the length of it just really, like, bugged me on that times it was taking me out. But that is the only reason. I still enjoyed watching this movie, but the flashbacks were really taking me out of the moment.
100%. Okay. Okay, so, excuse me. Really fast. Alright, so here's my review for Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. I landed at a 9 out of 10. This movie was incredible. I watched this movie in IMAX, which, by the way, is the second time I've watched a movie in IMAX. The only other movie I've ever seen in IMAX was Matrix Resurrections, actually. Watched that movie in IMAX, which is pretty cool, but awful movie. But yeah, so I watched the movie in IMAX, so dude, holy crap, the visuals were like firing on all cylinders. Everything was just looking great. The sound was amazing. Everything was so good. The only gripe that I have with this movie is the exact same as yours. The pacing was not the best. But I disagree. It didn't actually take me out of the fight scenes at all. It just kind of felt like it would cut to a flashback and now we're at a hole. Like a hole, and then it would start moving again slowly, and then it'd start ramping up, and then we're back, you know? So it didn't bug me, because it was just like, it kind of just felt like how Demon Slayer usually is. Demon Slayer always does that with flashbacks, so I saw a lot of, like, comments on Twitter, or X, excuse me, on X, and people being like, have you guys ever watched Demon Slayer before? Of course, a lot of flashbacks. But I actually agree. I think it's the amount of flashbacks, especially with the length of this movie, that, like, is a very valid criticism. It's too much, but all the flashbacks are great. Every single one of them is so damn good, so I'm not mad. And the fights were still incredible. So, like, I guess for me is I understand, like, feeling like, okay, it's like the fight's getting really good and now we're cutting to a flashback.
Yeah.
I understand that, like, criticism. Like, I wish I could just watch the fight fully.
Yeah.
But I think the flashbacks complement the fight so well. Without spoiling, especially that final fight. I think those two, like, complement each other literally perfectly. And I think you still get time for that full fight and the flashback and then the rest of the fight. I just think those two things kind of go hand in hand with Demon Slayer, and it's very well done. So to me, it's not enough to knock it so much as like a 7 out of 10, but like I can very much be like, oh yeah, this isn't a 10 out of 10. This movie has problems. But I won't deny the writing is so good. I won't deny the animation is insane. The choreography is crazy. The characters are so good. Like I was so in the whole time. I actually was like I hit, a movie's good when you hit this pose. I'm leaning back my chair and you hit this.
Yes.
And you're like sitting there and you're like moving back and you're just like hand over your head like this, like all that. And I was moving like crazy in my seat. Not because I also just have a hard time sitting still, but also because like holy crap, I was just so in the entire time. And I freaking love this movie, dude. I really love this movie.
So now, are we in spoiler territory?
Yeah, we can go spoilers now, yeah.
All right. So now, getting into flashbacks, like you said, they were really good actually. Like when I'm saying, like, I'm not trying to say I hated the flashbacks. It's just that it took me out of the moment.
Yeah,
so
and that's valid. I see a lot of people saying
that.
I think I like that's fair. I think the difference is just like, it didn't do that to me. I didn't feel that as hard.
No, I feel you. I was just explaining the audience.
Yeah.
Like there were a lot of flashbacks where I was like, this is actually really good to know. This is really cool. Especially Akaza's flashback. What the heck?
Yeah.
I did not like him before.
I hated him.
But seeing that, I feel bad for him. I feel incredibly bad.
Yeah, people
I was
suck.
like this was me during that when his flashback was coming up. Oh, great, another flashback. All right, let's see this peak real quick. And I'm watching it, and I'm just like, oh, okay. All right, he was a thief. All right. Explains a lot. Okay, his father died. Damn, I feel bad. Okay, he goes to a dojo. All right.
Channing Tatum, by the way.
Channing Tatum did a good job.
I didn't watch dub.
Well.
I didn't watch the dub, but I did hear clips of it. He did do a really good job, actually.
Wait, you didn't watch the dub?
No, I watched dub.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
So IMAX and sub. Look at you.
Yeah.
But then, when Kaizo, I believe that was his name, and his daughter die. Holy crap. Bro, me and the whole theater went, oh, I'm not gonna lie, bro, that's a valid crash out. And the fact that the other dojo poisoned their water to do that, and they were just some nice people, man. They were some nice people. Why are you doing that? And when the guy Akaza goes inside that dojo and kills everybody, I was like, bro,
by the way, as a human, he was punching holes in dudes as a human.
As a human. I was low-key thinking in that scene that he was just becoming an upper rank. Rank. That's what I was thinking for a second. I was like, ain't no way. Brody got so mad he became a demon. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, he got so mad he became an upper rank demon by himself. And Muzan just discovered him. But no. Was it Muzan? Muzan comes out of nowhere, stabs him through the head, and just says, you know what, bro? You so angry and you look like you trying to go through me. I'm going to make you an upper rank. I was like, so cool. He didn't even get to choose? Mm-mm. He didn't get to choose to be a demon at all. It was just, bro.
So tragic. His story was so tragic. I got chills just like you talking about it. Like it was perfect. I'm not gonna lie. Like I felt the exact same way as you. When he showed up, I looked at my friend. I go, like I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Because look, we all know where we were. Did you watch Mugen Train in theaters or no?
Yes. Okay, no, I didn't watch it in theaters.
I watched it in theaters with my friends. We went. And that fight, we were like, it's one of those, it's so perfect because, weirdly enough, that fight plays into my criticism of Demon Slayer, but it's like the best example of like how they should do this. When Akaza shows up so randomly, you know what's about to happen. You know Rengoku is not winning. And then they do a good job of making you think he's gonna win, and then nah, he's lost. He lost, that's it. It's perfect. It's perfect. Alright? So when Akaza showed up, I'm just kind of waiting for that fight, because I think a problem with Demon Slayer as a show is they do a very poor job of having strong emotional build-up to fights. They're usually, again, the demons show up very randomly, and a lot of people tell me that plays into how the demons work, but I actually think it kind of plays against itself, where it's like, okay, but like, now I'm not like, I'm just like kind of watching things happen. I don't care as
Yeah.
much, you know? As opposed to this Akaza fight where there's development there. There's a beef there. There's something already set. So the fight hits significantly harder. It's the same thing with the Zenitsu fight too. The exact same thing. So I love that Akaza fight so much. It's so perfect. And seeing his flashback, that hug, please stop. Gosh, dude. The fireworks, bro. Holy crap. Really fast, in the Entertainment District arc, when Akaza's watching the fireworks, people have been posting that clip. Everyone was like, now we get it. Now we know why he's watching the fireworks. And I'm like, damn, no. It was so good. I love Akaza. He's like one of those characters you love to hate. And now it's like he's one of those characters that, no, I just love him, dude. He's so good, so well written. I wasn't expecting that.
Bro, can we talk more about that fight? Can we talk about
dude.
It was snowflake?
Oh, the snowflake. Hey, do you know why he has a snowflake? Do you know why?
Because of the earrings, right?
Yeah. Well, it's because his wife had the exact same thing. She had the snowflake.
Oh my gosh, bro.
So like his past was always with him the whole time. He just didn't know.
Bro, but the form he was using, like, I love that his thing was he wants to get more stronger, because the form he was using, that is a form for strength. That is a form of strength. Like, you know, I took a karate for a little bit. I knew a little bit of forms and everything. That form is the epitome of, like, firm, stand strong, bah, bah, bah. Like, all that was tough, bro. So when he was fighting those guys, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, because of that stance, I don't think you guys are beating this man. Like, even if you guys come close, I feel like he's just going to get stronger, because that's a hard form, like, to go up against, especially when he's moving as fast as he is.
Yeah.
Like, I was just going, my mind was getting blown when they were going from building to building, breaking so much stuff. And
so cool.
I was like, dang, but when Tanjiro figures out how to get rid of his killing instinct, and he just becomes like, what is it?
He enters the transparent world.
That was so cool, bro.
Okay, can I be honest? That's where it kind of lost me a little bit. It got me with that, like, super... Like, it's cool. It's a cool scene. But it gets me with that, like, it's such an anime thing where it's like, oh, yeah, in this exact moment, I remember this very specific conversation that I had where I'm like, oh, yeah, huh. That would make sense. That connects with this situation. And I remember actually my dad told me something about, and I'm just like, oh, like, come on, like, this is dumb. I personally thought it was a little dumb. Like, that's like, I don't mean to be that extreme. Again, it's really cool, but it's just like one of those, like, all right, like, I gotta suspend my disbelief a little bit.
But I mean, in those type of situations, especially when your life is flashing before your eyes, because you might die from, I don't know, Akaza, some memories might come to light. That's why I was
maybe. Maybe I should get into like a near-death scenario, and maybe I'll remember how to enter the transparent world.
Please don't, by the way.
Yeah.
Rebuke. But, you know, Akaza, and I forgot, like, Tanjiro, and I forgot, is his name Gaia? What is the other one? Giyu. I was fearing for their lives, actually.
Oh, I thought Giyu was gonna die.
I thought he was gonna die.
I was so like, confident. My theater
really gonna die.
Strong Giyu theater. Everyone loved him. Every time he said anything, they would laugh or like like giggle or whatever. Like everyone loved Giyu in my theater. The scene when they like kind of do the fake out kill on Giyu, and it's like, oh no, it didn't happen, was crazy. My theater erupted. Like everyone was geeking. A scene I love in that fight too. There's another fight I want to talk. There's a couple of fights I want to talk about, but another scene really fast in that fight was when Tanjiro has Akaza, and he yells, "Akaza, I'm gonna kill you!" My entire theater went like they gasped and went, "Are you serious? Like, what are you doing?" It was the funniest scene ever. But this, like, yeah, dude, that scene was crazy. When that fight is insane. His flashback's so good. When they're like. The choreography with Giyu versus Akaza, when they're just like kind of going through buildings and like clashing, whatever, I was edge of my seat. I was like, I am in my element right now. This is exactly what I needed. It was so good. But I need to talk about my GOAT really fast. My GOAT, my peak of all peak, the single man that makes the show for me, Zenitsu. I love Zenitsu. I'm a massive Zenitsu fan. I've always been since the first season. And he freaking cooks, dude. This fight accompanied with that flashback, I heard some people saying, "Oh, I wish they did a little more." I had a friend that fell asleep and had the audacity to say that fight was boring, and I got so mad. I erupted. I was like, "You are dumb. I hate you. I can't believe you said that." Because Zenitsu's fight almost made me cry.
That was really good.
Again, another instance with chills. When he's like fighting and he's getting his butt kicked, bro.
Yeah.
And then they hit the flashback where it's like whatever. This is what happened in their lives. When he hits the 7th form.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. He's like, how did you make your own form? You can only do one of them, and you were able to come up with your own. My God, Zenitsu.
Chills,
the aura
bro.
on that man. The aura on that man. It was so awesome, dude. Genuinely. And when the grandpa hits the Zenitsu, "You're my pride and joy," I went,
Mm-hmm.
no!
Mm-hmm.
So good.
But bro, let's paint a picture for this awesome audience we have real quick. So Zenitsu is running through the Infinity Castle. He's picking up on something. We don't know what he's picking up on. I mean, I didn't know.
Yeah.
You probably did. He's going through the Infinity Castle. He lands somewhere, then the door opens up, and it turns out to be the other person who was supposed to be the
lightning, like the successor to the lightning stance.
The successor to the lightning breathing,
thunder breathing, whatever.
Thunder breathing, yes. Anyways, they start fighting. Well, before they even start fighting, they have the coldest talk.
Oh my gosh, dude, their talk is so dope. And the red lightning too. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. Hey, you want to get a man going? You want to get me going, Phil? Show me some other colors of lightning. That's all I'm saying.
I do not want to do that.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying, bro. You want to get me going? Show me different colors of lightning.
Yes, but bro, when they are just circling each other, just talking to each other and going like, "Oh, like, you only know the first form. I know all these other forms. Like, what are you going to do?" And then they just go in. And Brody's saying, like, first form, thunder breathing, like, hitting him, and then you're thinking he actually has a chance because he's in that mode where it's like he's super serious and
he's locked in.
Was it? Yes, he's locked in.
So in the show, it's usually like when he's asleep, but in this case, he's wide awake. He's wide awake,
locked in. That's why I was like actually like in the zone when that fight was going on. But when he gets thrown off and goes down like that abyss or something, and you're thinking, whoa, he might actually die. But then Brody gets it. That was nuts, cool. Bro. That was actually nuts.
It's so good.
And then when Brody, like, I forgot who was the one person talking to him, because I think he was like, "Oh, now we're both gonna fall and we're both gonna die." And then Brody catches Zenitsu and he's like, you know,
I forgot that guy's name, but he's the other demon. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, you know what's even more pathetic? He said like dying alone to a dude who like made his own.
Yeah, he's like, you know what's even more pathetic? Like, yeah, because the guy's like, "Oh, I'm gonna die at least with you, huh?" You like, and he's like, another demon says to him, and he's like, "You know what's more pathetic? Dying alone." And then the guy just dies.
Yeah,
like, damn.
Bro, I was like, no, this is the fight. Like, that's what I was thinking at first. I was like, this is the fight, then the Akaza fight happens. But I was like, that is the most painful thing to die. And you're thinking like, oh, like, at least he's gonna die with me. And then somebody comes out of nowhere. A random dude comes out of nowhere and just goes, "No, I'm gonna save him." But you know what's even more pathetic? The fact that you're about to die alone. See ya. Like, bro.
Yeah.
No,
that's my goat. He cooked so hard. I actually really love the like dual nature of that fight, where it's like, it very much felt like a duel. Obviously, every fight when it's one-on-one is a duel, but it felt like that, like samurai, like swords. You know, like they're walking and they're talking. You know, in a circle, they're circling each other, and they just clash. So good, dude. I loved it. Final fight that I want to talk about, that I want to mention, the Shinobu fight. Rough. So let me paint the audience a picture. And I'm watching. So my friend, I'm sitting next to one of my friends. He's read the whole manga, so he's very aware of the manga. Fun fact for you: the Shinobu fight actually happens very late in the arc. Oh. It's a lot later. So they actually made it the first thing instead to like tease the second movie. Wow. That was like the point. Yeah. Which I actually like. I think that's probably a good decision, because it it's like it like really shows you the weight of what's going on. Like, this is gonna be a very dark, serious movie, whatever. But dude, when she walks into the room, my friend like geeked. He goes, and he like puts, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm about to watch a crazy fight, aren't I?" So I'm sitting there, I'm watching it, bro. Nothing could have prepared me for how depressing that was. Oh my gosh, dude. I love Shinobu so much, and she really put her heart into that. She tried.
Yes.
She really tried.
Up
but
against an upper rank 2.
yes, she really tried. And the freaking demon was so arrogant. He sucked, dude. He sucked. And Shinobu's backstory about how she was never able to do it, and that, like, her sister wanted her out so badly. Frick, dude. Frick. So unfortunate. So freaking unfortunate. Needless to say, though, great fight. A lot of emotion there, and I was like glued immediately. I didn't feel this movie's length, by the way. It was long, but I didn't feel it like at all. The movie was just kind of done, and I was like, holy crap! Like, what did I? If I were okay, maybe this, like, I felt it, but like in the sense that I was mentally drained. Like, I was like, bro, like, I'm going through a roller coaster right now. Like, holy crap. But yeah. What did you think?
I'm glad you enjoyed it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, the Shinobu fight, that's how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Shinobu.
That was an unbelievably great way to open up, like, one of the big fights. Because we already knew there were going to be a lot of crazy fights.
Yeah.
I because, once again, I have not read the manga.
Neither
I do not know too much about Demon Slayer. So I always know whenever it comes to a movie, there are going to be at least 3 or 4 crazy fights. There's going to be fights, but there are always going to be the core 3 or 4 that are going to happen. And the fact that hers was first, and it was up against an upper rank 2, that took me out. And I'm already thinking, how is she going to beat this dude? How is she going to, like, do it? And I just kept thinking to myself. And at first, when she used the poison on him the first time, and I was like, okay, now cut his head off. But then I remembered, oh, shoot.
She can't.
Her sword isn't thick enough. And I was like, oh, crap, you might as well just run. But when she goes in, and then, like, Brody's talking about, I punctured your lung, did this, did that, you shouldn't even be able to stand up. And then she gets faster out of nowhere, and she's just, like, stabbing the heck out of him, and then stabs him up top on the ceiling. And you're thinking it's over. But then Brody heals himself and kills her. And that wrecked me. Yeah. That actually wrecked me. Like,
we thought she cooked.
I really thought she was about to get one of the craziest kills, and then Tanjiro was gonna up her by maybe killing the upper rank 1. But seeing that, I literally just went, oh, so nobody's gonna win. No, I got so mad in my head. I was like, nobody's going to freaking win in this movie. All right, fine. All right, fine. Show me all these deaths then. I don't care. But then right when Zenitsu got the win, I was like, all right, we good. We 1-1. Yeah. And then right when Akaza goes down, I went, okay, we're okay. We're okay. But the Shinobu fight, that wrecked me.
Yeah. A great way to start the movie. Really fast, one thing I didn't bring up from the Akaza fight, when they do cut off his head and he freaking grabs it and puts it back on, I was like, bro, oh my god, please stop. Like,
what? How scared I was?
Dude, yeah, same.
I was.
Dude, yeah, I'm starting to come back to it. I just, like, we didn't talk about that. Like, the fact that the fight kept going, and they get up his head, and then, like, he's still fighting, and then, like, his head starts to grow back. Oh my gosh, dude. Everything. This movie was just so, like, emotionally taxing. And it was like, you really feel the dread and the, like, like, you're just as tired as they are and they're the ones fighting. You're like, holy crap, dude. I can't imagine part 2 and 3.
This is going to be the one time I say, thank you, flashback. Because if Akaza didn't remember anything, Tanjiro and Giyu would have been dead. They would have been dead. They would have been obliterated. Because thank you for that flashback to let him know who he is, or to remind him who he is and where he came from. Because if he didn't, if he just attached his head or whatever again and just went in like he did, Demon Slayer would have been done right there.
Yeah.
It would have been done right there. Holy crap.
So you watched the movie dub?
Yeah, I watched the movie dub.
Have you watched the whole show dub?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually not a fan of the dub. I actually don't like the dub at all. I'm like, for me, it's just the guy that voices Tanjiro I'm not a big fan of. Especially compared to the sub. I watched the entire, most recent arc dubbed because I needed to watch it while I was doing homework. So I watched it dubbed and I was like, dude. Nah, man, no. Zenitsu's great. It's Alex Lee. Inosuke's great. It's Bryce Papenbrook, the Eren Yeager.
Eren Yeager.
A lot of the cast is fine. I just don't like Tanjiro's voice, actually. I just don't think it's the right fit at all. And it's too tame, it's too chill. I don't know how hard he gets when things start going. I haven't seen any clips of it, but I don't know if you've listened to the sub dude. Oh my gosh.
I never have, actually.
It's a whole lot of yelling. It's just a whole lot of yelling, and like anytime he says Hinakami Kagura, I like get chills. I'm like, oh my gosh, like yeah, do it.
Oh, that's how good it is?
It's so good. I love the Demon Slayer sub. And I am a dub guy. I usually watch dub, but if I don't like the dub, I'll watch the sub. Demon Slayer sub is so freaking good. It's so damn good.
This next season of Demon Slayer, then I might try it in sub.
You should check it out. Or listen to clips. Watch clips. I could send you some clips. I'll send you some fights. Okay. It's really good. Because
I like you. I watch dub because I think the sub just messes with me when I'm trying to watch the fights.
I feel that.
Like that's what messes with me. But like, I mean, I tried Vinland Saga. I watched in sub. That was the first one. Then I watched Solo Leveling in sub. Like,
oh really? You watched Solo Leveling in sub? Solo Leveling, dude.
Because I couldn't wait, bro. I could not wait.
Yeah, I
like when it came to the episodes, like every single time a new episode came out, like in season 1. People were always tweeting about what happened, and I was like, no, I don't want any spoilers. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to watch it. And the sub was really crazy for Solo Leveling.
Are you going to do the same thing for My Hero?
I watch dub with My Hero, but I mean, if the voice acting is better, sub...
No. I watch dub too. I think they're both really good. I've listened to both. But, like, obviously, sub's going to come out first, and then, like, dub's going to be 2 weeks behind. So are you going to watch sub to keep up with it?
I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I don't get spoilers of My Hero Academia, strangely enough.
Okay.
So I think I would have enough time to, like, wait for the dub and then watch it. But
I'm 100%
to be honest,
sub, yeah.
To be honest, I might try it out in sub just to, like, keep up with what's going on.
Then don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it for me, because I refuse. If I start something in a certain language, I don't like changing. Because it, like, kind of, like, puts me off. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to remember who's talking. Like, I don't know, like, what character's that way. Who just said something? And then, like, I look, and it just messes with me. And I feel like you, like, kind of grow a connection to the voice a lot of the times. So when the voice is different, I don't, like, feel it as hard. So, yeah, I won't. I'll be waiting the 2 weeks.
Solo Leveling and sub and dub is crazy.
I haven't listened to the sub at all.
So cool.
I actually forget that there is a sub. You know, it's like one of those things I only ever hear dub because Alex Lee is so good.
Both are really good though. Both sub and dub, in my opinion, are really good.
I have to check it out. But anyway,